Good evening and welcome to Daily News Podcast. Your daily digest of everything Mangalore has to offer, from the critical to the captivating. Join us as we delve into today's top stories.
Mangalore. Today, the state government is considering hiking the price of beer for the second time in 4 months, with a proposed 10% increase in additional excise duty. This could potentially raise beer prices by up to Rs50 per bottle. The government aims to raise the AED from 195% to 205% for bottled beer produced or imported into Karnataka, eliminating the fixed 130 excise duty for lower-end beers. The decision was influenced by beer prices in neighboring states. Although sales have already declined after the previous hike, further increases may follow this proposal. Brewery owners anticipate a drop in sales due to the rise in prices. The draft notification was issued recently, allowing the public to voice objections within 7 days. Stay tuned for further updates on this developing story.
In a shocking incident from Nalkuru in Udupi's Hebri, a wife, Jayanti, allegedly killed her husband Ganapati with a machete during a quarrel. Ganapati suffered fatal injuries in the neck and other parts, succumbing on the spot. Jayanti claimed Ganapati's alcohol addiction often led to altercations. The fatal confrontation ensued when Ganapati demanded money for liquor, prompting Jayanti to attack him with a machete in their backyard. The Hebri police have filed a case in connection with this tragic incident.
In a recent update on the Kudup Mob lynching incident, the Mangalore Rural Police has taken action against 3 police personnel for their alleged negligence. Inspector Shivakumar K.R., Head Constable Chandra P., and Constable Yalalinga from the Mangalore Rural Police Station have been suspended following public outrage over the handling of the case. The incident occurred during a cricket match at Kudupu ground, where Ashraf, a man from Kerala, was reportedly assaulted and killed by a group of individuals. Despite an initial alert received by the police, it is claimed that they did not respond adequately. The case, initially treated as an unnatural death report, was later reclassified as mob lynching. Authorities have since arrested 20 individuals involved in the attack. The suspension of the 3 officers is based on the findings of serious negligence in not escalating the matter to higher officials, despite being informed during the incident.
In Puttur today, a chaotic accident took place at Santiar Junction on the Puttur-Mani-Mysuru National Highway. The incident involved a KSRTC bus, a Maruti car, and 2 two-wheelers. The KSRTC bus was on its way from Puttur to Sulia when it stopped at the junction for passengers to board. A Maruti car from Panaji direction collided with a Suzuki Access, which in turn hit a Bajaj Pulsar bike before crashing into the bus. Although the Suzuki Access, Bajaj Pulsar, and Maruti 800 were severely damaged, thankfully no injuries were reported by eyewitnesses at the scene. Everyone is urged to drive carefully and be mindful of the road to avoid such accidents in the future.
Tragedy struck near Apala Gate in Kasargod as a collision between a car and an autorickshaw claimed the life of Mohan, the autorickshaw driver from Kanhangad. The accident left both vehicles severely damaged, with the car occupants sustaining minor injuries. Rescue efforts were challenging as Mohan was trapped inside the auto, and despite frantic attempts by locals and authorities, he could not be saved. Our thoughts go out to the victim's family in this difficult time.
Heavy rains and strong winds wreaked havoc in Belthangady, causing damages to property on Wednesday evening. In Ujiri, a massive tree fell on the college road while another tree landed on a motorcycle, miraculously sparing the rider, Amit. Meanwhile, in Lila village, a coconut tree collapsed on the house of Vanitha Shetty, resulting in damage to the roof. The storm also led to the destruction of over 10 electric poles in Ujiri. Residents are advised to stay cautious as the inclement weather continues to pose a threat to the area.
In a historic moment for the people of Hassan, the long-awaited dream has come true as the City Municipal Council has been officially upgraded to the Hassan City Corporation, HCC. This upgrade, covering 35 wards and several surrounding villages, including Yediyuru, Sathyamangalam, and Haralahali, will expand the jurisdiction of the municipality to 8601 square kilometers. With this development, Hassan will now receive additional funds for infrastructure projects, promising a positive impact on the lives of its residents. The decision, announced by the Urban Development Department and signed by the governor, comes after months of analysis of objections and suggestions from the community. This upgrade is expected to bring about significant progress in the city's development and improve the overall quality of life for its citizens.
Good evening, and welcome to Mangalore Today News. In banking updates, the Reserve Bank of India has announced new ATM transaction charges effective today. Customers will now be charged a maximum fee of Rs 23 per transaction, previously set at Rs 21. This revised framework applies to all commercial banks, regional rural banks, and cooperative banks. The new rule allows for 5 free transactions each month at your own bank's ATM and 3 in metro cities from other banks. Non-metro cities offer 10 free transactions in total. If you exceed these limits, a maximum fee of Rs 23 will be charged. The ATM interchange fee, currently Rs 19 for financial and Rs 7 for non-financial transactions, will be decided by the ATM network. Stay informed and manage your transactions wisely. That's all for now. Thank you for watching Mangalore Today News.
Welcome to Mangalore Today. The India Meteorological Department has forecasted light rain and thunder showers in Udupi and Dakshina Kannada districts from May to 4. Earlier, Udupi district experienced 1.3 millimeters rainfall in 24 hours, with Karkala Taluk recording 3.9 millimeters, Udupi at 7 millimeters, Kop at 1.1 millimeters, and Hebri Taluk at 3.1 millimeters. Stay prepared for the upcoming rainfall and make necessary arrangements to stay safe during the rainy days ahead. Stay tuned to Mangalore Today for more updates on the weather conditions in our region.
In a tragic incident from February 2019 in Kiyamana village, Kadaba Taluk, justice has been served today. The Puttur 5th Additional District and Sessions Court has sentenced Gopal alias Gopa for the death of his mother, Chinkuru. Following an argument, Gopal assaulted his mother with a stone, leading to her untimely demise. Neglecting to provide medical aid sealed her fate. The accused has been sentenced to 5 years in prison and a fine of 5,000. Failure to pay the fine will result in an additional 3 months of imprisonment. This verdict comes after years of legal proceedings, bringing some closure to this tragic chapter in Puttur.
In a significant development, India and Ukraine have finalized a landmark deal for collaboration on rare earth deposits. The agreement aims to boost investment in Ukraine's mineral resources while reducing military aid from the United States. The deal follows a period of negotiation influenced by various political tensions. Under the agreement, both countries will establish a joint reconstruction investment fund, with Ukraine retaining control over its subsoil and natural resources. The focus will be on mineral, oil, gas projects, infrastructure development, and technology transfer. Ukraine, known for its rich mineral deposits including graphite, manganese, and rare earth metals, holds a substantial portion of global resources. The deal is seen as a strategic move to secure long-term investment from India and marks a significant shift in global economic alliances. In a recent development, the Delhi High Court has found yoga guru Ramdev in prima facie contempt of court over his controversial remarks on Hamdard's Roo Afza. Despite previous orders to refrain from making statements against Hamdard's products, Ramdev published a video with objectionable statements. The court has issued a contempt notice stating that Ramdev is not in control of anyone and lives in his own world. The matter has been deferred for further hearing. Hamdard National Foundation India has filed a plea against Ramdev and his Patanjali Foods Limited for the contentious remarks. Ramdev had earlier assured the court that he would take down the related videos and social media posts. The court noted that his statement regarding Sharbat Jihad on Roo Afza was indefensible and had shaken its conscience. Stay tuned for more updates on this ongoing legal battle. In a recent development regarding the Pahalgam terror attack, the Supreme Court has rebuked the petitioners for filing a PIL seeking a judicial probe into the incident. Justices Surya Kant and N.K. Singh criticized the petitioners for their irresponsible petition and highlighted the potential demoralizing impact on security forces. The bench emphasized that judges are not experts in investigating terror cases and instructed the petitioners not to bring such matters into the judicial domain. The PIL was filed by Kashmiri local Junaid Mod Junaid and advocates Fatesh Kumar Sahu and Vicky Kumar, requesting a judicial commission to be headed by a retired judge to investigate the attack. The petition also called for increased security standards at tourist sites in conflict-prone areas like Jammu and Kashmir. The Pahalgam terror attack carried out by Lashkar-linked terrorists resulted in the death of 26 people, including foreign tourists. The attack led to diplomatic tensions between India and Pakistan, with both countries announcing punitive measures in response.
In the latest developments, following the tragic Pahalgam attack that claimed 26 innocent lives, sources reveal that the terrorists responsible for the heinous act were spotted in the Baisaran Valley 2 days prior to the incident. The National Investigation Agency has disclosed that the militants had conducted reconnaissance of various locations, including Baisaran Valley, Aru Valley, the local amusement park, and Betab Valley. Thankfully, security measures in place deterred the terrorists from striking these areas. Over 20 overground workers have been identified for aiding the foreign militants, with several arrests made and others under surveillance. Evidence points to the involvement of 4 OGWs in providing support to the attackers. The NIA has interrogated over 2,500 individuals so far, with 186 persons in custody for further questioning, emphasizing the extensive probe. Coordinated raids have been conducted across Jammu and Kashmir, targeting residences linked to banned organizations like Hurriyat Conference and Jamaat-e-Islami. Investigations are now focusing on call records linking these groups with individuals involved in the attack.
Get ready for a change in weather as moderate rain and thunderstorms have been forecasted by the IMD for parts of Karnataka, including Bengaluru. The cyclonic circulation moving towards Karnataka and Tamil Nadu will bring rain to districts like Mysuru, Shivamogga, Mandya, and more until May 6. In Bengaluru, expect a partly cloudy sky with light rain, thunder showers, and gusty winds until May 2nd, with temperatures ranging from 34 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius. Other regions like Belagavi and Dharwad will also see light to moderate rain in the coming week. The IMD has issued a caution for above-normal temperatures and a potential increase in heatwave occurrences in May, while some areas across the country may experience drier-than-usual conditions. Stay updated with Mangalore Today for more weather updates and stay safe during the changing weather patterns.
Mangalore Today brings you a news flash from Israel, where a devastating wildfire threatens the holy city of Jerusalem. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared a national emergency as the fires dangerously approach the city, causing injuries, evacuations, and a high alert situation. Firefighters and military forces are working tirelessly to contain the blazes, with thick smoke choking the highways while hundreds of civilians are at risk. The situation worsened due to rocket attacks by Hezbollah, making it the worst fire in years. Authorities have evacuated residents, closed down roads, and sought help from neighboring countries like Greece, Cyprus, Italy, and Croatia. With the firefighting efforts hampered by weather conditions, Israel is racing against time to prevent what could be the largest fire in a decade. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Mangalore, today, in response to the recent Pahalgam terror attack, India has taken a strict retaliatory measure by closing its airspace for flights operated by Pakistan Airlines. The ban includes aircraft registered in Pakistan, as well as those owned, operated, or leased by Pakistan Airlines and operators, including military aircraft. This move, effective from tomorrow, was announced through a notice to airmen issued by the Airports Authority of India and will be in place until May 23rd. The decision comes a week after Pakistan closed its airspace for Indian carriers. The ongoing tensions between the two countries have led to a series of punitive measures, including the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty and shutting down of the land border crossing at Attari. Pakistan's response included shutting its airspace to Indian airliners and suspending all trade with India. The situation remains tense as both countries navigate the aftermath of the tragic attack.
In a recent incident on a KSRTC bus route in Karnataka, a driver-cum-conductor has stirred debate by halting the bus mid-journey to perform Namaz. The incident occurred between Hangal and Vishalgarh, where the driver stopped the bus between Habali and Havari to offer prayers. A video of the act has gone viral, sparking discussions online. KSRTC is yet to comment on the matter, while right-wing groups have criticized the driver's actions, emphasizing that personal religious practices should not disrupt public duties. This event joins a series of controversies involving KSRTC staff, prompting wider concerns about employee behavior and responsibilities. In a tragic incident in Karnataka, a 21-year-old man named Karthik lost his life after consuming 5 bottles of liquor neat in a bet with his friends. Karthik had wagered Rs 10,000 with his friends that he could finish 5 full bottles of liquor without diluting it with water. After completing the challenge, Karthik fell critically ill, eventually passing away during treatment at a hospital in Mulbagal, Kolar district. The young man, who had recently become a father, leaves behind a grieving family. Authorities have taken action by filing a police case against 6 individuals involved in the reckless bet, leading to the arrests of Venkata Reddy and Subramani, with efforts ongoing to locate the other accused. The World Health Organization highlights the dangers of alcohol consumption, emphasizing that there is no safe level of drinking. The WHO warns that even minimal alcohol intake poses health risks, debunking the notion of beneficial effects outweighing potential harm. Dr. Karina Ferreira Borges from the WHO underscores that any amount of alcohol consumption carries health risks, with higher consumption levels correlating to heightened harm. Let's prioritize health and well-being by staying informed and making responsible choices.
Mangalore, 1st May 2025. India has intensified its diplomatic efforts following a deadly terror attack in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, claiming the lives of 26 civilians. Foreign Minister S. J. Shankar engaged in telephonic discussions with counterparts from 8 non-permanent members of the UN Security Council, including Denmark, Algeria, Greece, Guyana, Panama, Sierra Leone, Slovenia, and Somalia. This move holds significance as Pakistan, a member of the UNSC for the 2025-26 period, is believed to have connections to the attack. India has attributed the attack to the Resistance Front, a proxy of Pakistan-based terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba. Despite denials from Pakistan, India is determined to hold the perpetrators accountable. Foreign Minister Jay Shankar affirmed India's commitment to bringing the culprits to justice during conversations with world leaders. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also vowed a robust response, emphasizing the armed forces' operational freedom to combat terrorism effectively. India's resolute stance against terrorism has garnered support from international allies, signaling a united front against such threats.
Thank you for being with us for today's edition of the Daily News Podcast. To explore more about the stories we've discussed, MangaloreToday.com is the place to go. And for the latest news delivered directly to you, subscribing to our channel is the way. Take care.